My name is Verner Utke Ramsing. After the war, I stayed in submarines for a while. I still had command of the submarine during Korea, but I was in the Mediterranean serving the Sixth Fleet as a submarine to make attacks. And that was about as close as I wanted to get. It's pretty nice. We went to a lot of nice ports. My wife and a couple of the other officers' wives came over, and for a week or so we went into Marseille and into Morocco and Greece, Italy. We operated with the Italians, submarine people, for a while. But we didn't have anything to do with the Russians. No, we had the British. The British had a base in Malta, and we were tied up alongside a British tender, and there were British submarines, and then there outboard there was one. We were the only submarine in the Med. We'd be outboard, and each day during the upkeep we'd try to get ashore so we could see the island. But in order to do that, you had to cross over 4 British ships, and each one would order us down to have a drink. My fondest memories, of course, are of my family, and that was wonderful. We had to move every 2 years without fail. We moved, and my wife loved to move, and that was great. She also loved the smell of diesel oil, and that was good, because I'd come home reeking. We'd all come home reeking. The British submarines operated, they were in the European zone, the Mediterranean and the west coast of Europe. They didn't, well, I guess once or twice they were down in Hong Kong area or something. That was early on, but later on, they primarily, their bailiwick was, I had a good friend. I went back to a reunion, submariners reunion in Portsmouth, England, one year. There was submariners from all over the world. I met a long friend. I established a long friendship with a British fellow who was I think he was a gunner, chief gunner or something like that. And he'd always say, you know, I owe my life to you. I owe my life to the Americans. He said, when he was on the submarine, he in the Mediterranean, he injured his foot. So he had to go to shore to get his foot repaired, and the submarine went out and was lost. He was on an American submarine as an observer, and the periscope came down on his foot. So that's why he connected it with an American. But he said, I really owe it to you. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be